support that Lucian Nami into the Callista set.
So blue gromp red, you're saying, is a likely path here. Level 3
side of Rogue.
This will be the fourth camp that Levi takes away from the opposing jungle. He should be able to smite this, or does he want to be the
Flash stun Renekton?
Yeah, he wants to go for the rest of this one. Empower stun for Renekton. Make sure you target the champions properly. Jumps over. Flash for the autos. The turret cannot block it.
Looks like the dragon has been started up here, and with bot lane also getting pushed in. Should be a first Drake here for Gam. Malrang is going to spot it.
You know what's going on. Bot lane could move pretty soon, but will they have enough time to do anything? He has a blast plant. He can always EQ out. He can always flash if needed as well. They've got a Galio though, and you can see the Nami's walking up. With Renstacks coming in, it's going to be harder and harder to steal. And it looks like there's enough pressure that's going to be claimed. Smite goes through. Gam gets the first Drake.
And
because they won the 2v2 health on bottom side, they get to run first.
And you got to be taking this fight. You can't give up a Rift Herald with a composition like this. Gam is in position.
Big Smite available. Flash the Q is the ball. He is the ball. The ult missed as well. It's going to be going to Rogue, at least the kill itself. The eye might not be there. Top's not going to be in range. Despite Kadi having a flash,
they go back in for it.
W. There's the Malrang engage. Jumps right back out. Dunked it by the set. What a huge haymaker. And Gam Esports now 3-0 in the game. Odoamna would love the eye, but it's going to despawn.
Fight, 3 item spikes in an awkward position. Rogue though doesn't want to give it over.
Malrang does have EQ and Smite. Rend into... Nice, okay, good timing there. Yeah, Stog gets to 800. But will there be an engage? Malrang would love this fight. Doesn't have his own ulti. Shuffle comes in. What a flash sets up two. Larson doesn't want to win the mid lane. He wants to win the entire damn game.
Larson comes in, the big...
Nice, looking to the top side right now. Down about 6 camps, but will it matter if you can win the 2v1 with Odoamna? Gets the ulti off in time, and a power Q for Kia. Goes for the stun. She might be on cooldown. Heals up, and it's still going to be a kill. Levi needs to find this one back, but Meganar for Odo. Can make it happen? The Q comes through, but can he fight a Meganar? Does not dodge the Q himself. Levi gonna dodge around. Stun's gonna land. Galio, and a flash away. Odoamna gets his kill, but hang on though, because it's a 2v1. 2v2 now. Here comes a cross set. Tidal wave is perfect by Trippy, but a flash ignite finds the kill. Next taunt's gotta be up pretty soon, but he's gonna get out.
Oh, there's no counterplay to a... Timers, 52 seconds on the clock. That is imperative.
I think pretty crucial is the fact that there's Odoamna going in for a play. He's got teammates around. Malrang coming around, be the same. Style could be the kill. They keep minus Meganar. It's not an easy fight here. He's gonna try for the front line. Lands the stun, into the knockup, and there's the wombo combo. Settles backwards. This could be a kill to Odo, who doesn't have escape tools. Taunt's gonna land. They'll find that kill, but Levi's caught alone. Levi over the wall, and a calling takes him down. Comp makes it a 4v3 on the map.
That is huge for Rogue. It's a disaster for Gam because we're 20 seconds away from the dragon. Rogue can now try and stop that dragon stacking. Levi 20...
Being available for Gam, no longer on the table.
They're gonna get this Drake. I think Gam realizing finally they do have to back up this one. They've got Callista back in the map, and still no jungler. Smite fight will not be there, and Rogue, you see, sitting on a 700 gold lead, and now their first Drake of the game.
EU fans can breathe their first sigh of relief here. I think that big window, that big pressure point has just been avoided. Of course, it is going to be a long run towards the end, but this Gam composition that they've drafted in this game is very short range, does not scale very well.
The one thing that Rogue does have to take into account with compositions like this is that a single misposition, even if you are, in terms of 5v5, I think vastly superior in the later stage of the game, still need to...
He lands really good crowd, which will keep Comp safe, who doesn't have to run a single summoner spell, just the Nami tidal wave. And Gnar on the way down, a full bar for Odo. It can be pretty useful here. This will not quite kill the entire turret, but it will put it down. Oh, actually it does. I'm surprised. It has just enough of the charge, but I think no one got local turret gold.
At the very least.
And Rogue's the fade. Uh-oh.
They're gonna find the first taunt, pretty good damage. They're locked in place, and Levi gets his third kill.
As we're about to pose the question, can Rogue keep these side lanes under control while avoiding getting collapsed on? Nope, the brush play from Gam catches him by surprise. The Galio combo with set, that big AoE is what Gam are hoping for.
Ooh, and you gotta find both. You can't just get Larson or Comp. Need to somehow get both of them. I think the dragon is already gone.
But can there be a team fight afterwards? Maybe they get the battle instead. Drake will be claimed. Is there a team fight is the question. Every single one, except the Nami, can jump the wall. Odo's the problem, but everyone else is dashed away, so it's a... I mean, I take that every day of the week, a Drake for a single... Flank. This is the play. Now Comp could be targeted. Gale forces out. Flash is still up, and no one gets onto him. A tidal wave out. Saves the big summoner spells, the important thing. Only low cooldowns are gone.
Still going.
Yeah, he's going to get the top backwards into the root. A lot of damage to the front line. Malrang, but a TP. Sorry, flash away. Kiaya gets hysterics pop, and now self-ults. Get ready for the rest of it. Yeah, Larson is coming down. They need to ult him away. He's got to live somehow. The shield comes in, a flash backwards. Time built by Galio. It's a shutdown, but it's a 1-for-1. A flash away, but here's big Meganar. Finds his stun, gets the combo. Style stays live for a second, but not any longer than that. Say goodbye to Gam Esports in this game because Rogue is here.
Rogue are able to kite out the initial engage, and they're going to run straight for Baron after that one.
Rogue read them like a book. Malrang dead, no problem whatsoever. He draws out so many cooldowns. Comp, as you pointed out, Freak, didn't even have to use the summoners when they tried to go for a flank TP. In the subsequent fight, it's just Gam desperately trying to make this composition work, but it's not gonna happen.
Now they happen to wait out the seconds required for their mid laner or their jungler to respawn. Baron claimed by Trimby's Baron buff here as well, but they might try. Blast plan over. Smite not going to happen there for Levi. Dunk onto Many. Will he find the stun? Yes, a bit. Stopwatch, no, pulled back in by Callista. This team fight not like it to happen. Actually jumps back away, and that means they've got infinite target access. And Style goes down. And they're going to go for the cleanup. The question is how many more does Rogue kill? The bubble lands perfectly after the ward goes down. A stun comes across. Levi gets the kill on a Trimby, but you got the back line engaged still there. Pick up on the Renekton. There's a shuffle on a 2. The punch doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. And it's Rogue up 13-9.
They're gonna remain undefeated, all right. Rogue chasing down Galio now. Can they find the last one?
At this point, go for the execute. Nope, he's dead.
Not happening. Meanwhile, mid and bot, we see the push in. Odoamne and Comp both making their way over, and you gotta give credit to Gam. It's not looking good for Gam.
It is not, and it's looking worse now. Levi nearly dies. Okay, we got a flash play in here to set, find much to set up. Look for a bit more. Everyone's out of range now. Malrang not an easy target. Looking for the root, looking for the flash taunt. You're gonna catch exactly one. A turret went down. Gaia wants the backline. He can't find it. Sterix pop finds a stun. Gets a quick heal, still dies. Comp is godlike indeed. Finds a double legendary for the Lucian.
Comp is just untouchable. No matter how much they throw at him, they can't get to him.
And the reason is Malrang walks in and he blocks the Callista ultimate. Great block from him, the bodyguard. Then Larson came in and he shoved off. He zoned the entire backline away, chasing down the remnants once again, and Rogue are gonna finish it.
Finally, a win on the board for the LEC in the second week, and more than just that, Rogue are 4-0. Rogue are dominating their group here at Worlds as they will close down one last bit of KDA. They will take the Nexus and they will go 4-0 in the group. If top do not win this game, TES themselves, of course, would love the chance at first in the group. Still fighting for that themselves here as we get ourselves onto Summoner's Rift for a second. Back in the base for his next bit of the items. 55 gold cent doesn't go into deficit spending here as he gets... Oh, the play out of Katie. There we go, gets the ulti, has a shield available soon, but the charm's gonna land from Knight. And can they kill him? They've got the ability to flash follow. The ult could be enough anyway. When's the shield come down, if at all? You've even got a Nami coming around. First blood is in. Doesn't need level 6. The Graves is rich.
And you know they're coming back mid lane because the cooldown timers here for Ghost and Flash burned from Katie early on. Nice punish from Tien, repeats it. Karthus in the brush though.
Gets a slow, gets some Q damage. Ornn is here as well, and he's gonna get the knock up. Will there be a kill is the question. Charm's gonna land. Huge damage, flash follow. It's not gonna get all blocked, and Kiaya could be in danger. BA is around. Requiem back in for a bit more. Will they find the knockup for the kills? The question, Ignite is on. W, flash auto. Oh! Enough with the shield. BA gets the kill.
And Gam strike back.
The extra move here. Kati still has ult. Let's see.
Really good damage. The W shield pops it there, but doesn't block almost any damage. Jack Liv was already kind of disengaging here, but a strange lane as the set Renata playing together. Handshake back, the stun, a good title hit without flash. This should be possible. Dunks back into the tower, and they're gonna give it over to Levi.
And the kill goes to the Karthus again. This is so big. Levi getting accelerated in this game is an unavoidable source of damage that you don't really want to itemize. Hasn't really been part of this game, nor has Kiaya, bar that one topside play. Gam picking up an early Ocean Drake, I think, buys them a lot of time down the line. And when you're playing Karthus, that's what you want to see.
Yep. Little minor things, 2 Qs and an auto. Qs actually have different cast animations, weirdly enough, and so those 2 Qs and the auto is actually the right pacing, but now we've got to play towards the top side. Kiaya, tanky on the orb, puts ulti down. He could be stunned, but with Karthus looking as well, there's not much to be done. Looks like he's going to be able to...
Was the ultimate bottom, no Ornn on top either. They still take a bite.
Try to buy some time, but Mark's still flashless. Oh, we get a lot done there with the CC. Style finds himself a kill.
Pick up another one and another stack on the Dark Seal. An assist there for the Karthus. Levi also getting more powerful. Cam's clawing their way. They're staying.
Didn't know that he had found Honeyfruit in the fog. Would have been close to lethal otherwise. Meanwhile, Knight has been working down this mid lane. Turret got the plates already. Knocks down first tower himself. The stun not going to matter.
And now we're seeing a very similar picture.
Being attacked now for TES. Resistant to fire damage, flame breath.
It is a red dragon.
It is a red dragon. I realized that I have to kind of like stay with the theming on. We've had so many D&D
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really appreciate the thematic consistency.
Yeah, I believe chaotic evil for red dragons. I know the chromatic ones are evil, but I don't remember otherwise.
I think that's going for an invade here.
The red buff there. Jack, of course, doesn't have a smite. This should be a claim for the Gam side. They pull the red back down. It's going to reset. Pull the dude out of the left.
Oh,
Jan can be attacked. Will be knocked up. Do they have the damage? The question, though, slowed down. TP comes in from above. There's Wayward. The flash stun to lock him up. Can they kill the Renekton? They're going to dunk him back as Gordricker down. And they get one. But will they get the rest? The bailout is after the kill. So Style dies on top. And they got a bit more coming on for Knight on the backside. Levi a bit low on mana. Still has his ulti. Might have to dive before he casts it, though. On the backside is Knight. Already Ornn is dropped now as well. And it's Gam forced to run away. The health bar is a bit too high. Jackie Love chunk. The flash stun. But can Levi or can they stop him? And he gets him back for one.
Karthus gets the last laugh there. They take
Gam, yes, they can rend, but it's also a 12,000 health Drake. Katie winning the wings.
Wayward flank
around as well. The Wayward flank could be absolutely huge. Style has a flash. Here comes the dunk across, and it's a shutdown.
It's gone!
That is such a huge pick. 4K health left. You have to believe Gam get the smite. The reset doesn't matter. The red stacks are there, and it's Gam fighting valiantly in the mid game.
That's so big. The extra resistances on top of what is already going to be a beefier.
Yep, Wayward's on the flank. So does Katie find anything useful? Gets away from the bubble. They know the fight is there. He's already ulted. Be careful, Style. He flashes early, gets away. There's the dunk to buy some time, but can they kill backline? Already the ult is in, and that might kill one. Renekton drops, for the health bar is so low that TES are forced to run away. But is it chaseable? They could go for mid lane and go for an inhibitor turret, but
flank?
they want to fight this one.
Levi.
Yeah, Levi has his own flash to play it.
Ooh. This is risky.
This
Tian is there.
A risk. Tian can do a lot of damage there. Katie only at 1,000 health. No Dunk available. Has a flash for a stun play. And we know Kalista can do a lot of damage here as well.
TP!
Back in for Knight. Ulti list. The front line pretty tanky, but Style has almost nowhere to go. Has to walk on in. But there's hemmed. They're hemmed in here in the health bars. They have so little to fight with. Shirley has to disengage, but Knight could find the charm. Sidestepped by Katie. Flash to the wall, but no kill to be had as Knight dodges away. Cam could have...
as well as Kiaya.
Oh!
Basically a poke ult. Void might have been done. It's, yeah, 2/3 being everyone now. That might make this Drake playable. Jacqueline gonna go for healing off of the Grom. But 6,000 health. Tiana's around. Can he fight it? Wayward puts the ulti on. Will there be an engage? They're going to be zoned down. Smite it away. Levi gets their third Drake. But how's Wayward going to do? Handshake backwards. 1K health. Do they get the kill? Huge healing comes back in. Maybe they can find him, but he's still staying alive. Style barely takes him down. Does TES find the next fight, though? Jackie dives on in. They're going to catch Levi, but he's handshake. But Jackie lives with Flash. TN going to fight marksman to marksman and will not go down. Jackie Love is still here. Style will heal off the wave. He's got a shield bow for lifesteal.
Ooh, so close. Jackie on that Karthus body. He does end up living. The healing from Mark coming in clutch as they look for the chase. Knight going to cut them off from mid lane.
Health bar's at least low, but there's no surprising CC. Maybe Katie on the wings gets the punches. The E is only as slow. The punch on Jackie won't kill him, but on a TN they go. Style, the gore trigger, the bailout is successful.
1 for 1 though. And
Given by these Mountain Drakes are heading up. Top esports though, they're not going to give Gam a second to rest. Started the Baron again.
Pretty fast they can. Levi's still not 16 off the blue buff. Gonna ulti for the poke. And this could be a lot because Baron shreds your armor and MR. Mark gonna take some of the honey fruit, slowed down. Everyone's outside the pit, the Berserk gets nothing. But Ornn might just zone out the team, a flash away from Nami. And TS can come right back into this one now.
That's all Gam's big ultimates, though. They only have the Kalista and the set left.
Oh, that was nearly the charm. That nearly could have been a possible kill onto Katie. Levi back to farming, still trying to get the rank 3 ulti, shorter cooldown, more base damage. 30 seconds now on the Mountain Soul, and they will not have any of these ultis up for it.
Exactly. Now look at Knight with the Ahri ultimate. Can go for the big pick. They've got vision control on mid lane, looking for it again.
Jackie.
Katie has held the front line again. Shrelia's down. Let him kite away a little bit more. Another ulti for Poke from Tien. And Katie down to 1k HP. Knight on the side. Levi, yeah, flashes. He's like, I'm gonna get charmed. That would be me dead. And now a summoner down. Not a lot of power left on this Karthus, actually. TES, I think, should feel very comfortable on this side of the map. Unless the Ornn can't be killed, unless the front line's too good for him. Tien cuts out the wave. Neither team can actually push. It's just the river.
Kiaya, gotta be careful. Top esports.
Katie almost has flash. He has Ghost now as well. And he went through fog. They don't know where he is. He gets some honey for the bottom side of the map. They see him wayward. This could hurt a lot. He has flash to get away. Just about. It's up now.
Well, I think time is good for Gam, though. Requiem getting closer to be available again.
20 seconds thereabouts.
They can flip this.
They're going to try with Rendon Smite. This could be Mountain Soul. TS probably have to go early, so Ornn hits the front line. Has to back out. Pretty good damage out of the Graves. And this fight's going to go early. Here comes the battle. What's it going to be with Ornn at the top? A huge shield out of Katie. Flashes out, and that is Dragon Soul secured. But is it enough? They get out of the pit. Requiem number 2, and it's going to be a kill. A second from the Leandries.
Sing, Levi, sing! The Requiem takes down 2. They get the from happening.
16, there it is. The Wolf Camp gives them rank 3 Requiem, cooldown lower, damage higher. Death Cap still to 1100 gold combined, doesn't have that yet. Kiaya rank 3 ulti now as well. Vision on the Baron pit. TES just been walking from mid-wave to the top and bottom river. 4k health. They're burning as fast as they can. Levi's not going to be in range just yet. Katie walks up. Baron is claimed, and it could be a clean escape. Wallopin goes down. Requiem not up just yet, and obviously no one is remotely low enough to die.
That's huge for TES to be able to get
Out pretty well.
I wish everyone could see Kobe's face. He's not happy.
Farming should not be ideal jungle gameplay.
So I do want to highlight, though, with top esports getting this Baron, there isn't a real window for Gam. Hold up.
I'm just going to say he outganked Tien in the early game there as well. Katie holding the front line. Ornn's going to hit. Requiem will hit pretty hard as well, but not a kill just yet. He'll get back up. Ornn finds the kill, 1 for 1.
As I was saying, though, with the Baron being taken, top esports still have the pressure. And despite everything that has happened, I don't know.
I think they didn't.
Hidden Crocodile.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Wayward now gets spotted on the wave. Kiaya sees Knight on the backside playing front of away. Katie does not land the first stun. That is on cooldown. Jackie looking to feel safe, walking backwards. Shrelia's popped. Owenhorn goes in. They look for Mark. Early ulti from Karthus. Will they find a deletion? Set comes in. Doesn't find the kill. Jacula flashed away. Mark finally dies. And Kiaya, two taking to the side. Levi flashes in the burn. Kills Knight. Wayward's still alive with a GA. Kiaya gonna get chased down by Tien. I believe he'll actually die to the Graves. He's trying to run. Jacula pushed out. A flash to follow. They will trade kills 2 for 1. And now it's Katie being caught out. Both mid laners will end up dead. No, he just barely lives. The bailout for move speed. Wayward has a GA, but can he live all the same?
They're stalling, though. They're buying time. It's only 14 seconds for Mark, 25 for Knight.
That'll be GA, though, and that'll be enough time that you can straight up 4v2 for the Elder Dragon. It's just about tracking Tien.
Tien has Smite. All right, let's see if he can make the miracle happen for top esports. Gamma on, it's starting it up now. Here comes Jackie as well from base.
This should be
Knight,
almost
TP,
impossible.
5 seconds.
This should be almost impossible. It's got Rend and Smite. Katie can stun. They can turn for the kill. Dane's dead. Yes, they go for Tien. They've got him on top of it. Styles is going for the kill, but does he have the damage? Needs to Rend. Gets the shutdown. Whoa! Jackie Love steals the dragon, and with Elder, Knight goes off. BA left alone. Levi misses the most important Smite.
Teleport coming in. They can keep the minion alive.
Needs to walk up and cut the wave. He needs to die.
My God.
He needs to die to get the cannon off the Nexus turret. He just needs Levi to respawn. He's a jump in right now.
He needs to
That'll
get
get it off of it. That'll get it off the backdoor bonus. I think he walked into range, but he He is very tanky. He'll buy some time, and backdoor bonus will eventually fall. He'll die to Elder, but he bought enough time that I think Gam can live. Levi's up in 1 second, but the turret falling with the new wave. Will it up with Katie? Can he find the stunts? Wayward still on it. Wayward still hitting. Stays alive.
They get another chance. Gam fighting. They're running back out of the base. Can they go Nexus to Nexus? 45 seconds. 40 seconds on both the death timers.
These are not the maximum timers. These are not the maximum timers. They're 50 at the very highest. I don't think they get the entire base. They can try for something. The cheers. GAM erupt here in the Hulu Theater. They will get a mid-wave. But it is so hard to play with the Nexus turrets. If someone drops a ward in your base, double TP, the game just ends.
20 seconds on the carries coming from top.
I think they got to back off and try to kill the Baron here, right? Not going to get the ends. They're going to try.
They're TPing and try to end. It's 10 on Knight, 10 on Wayward. And we're going Nexus for the life. Will it be enough? Tenwin comes across. Tien hitting as hard as he can. Looking for it now. On to the Nexus they go. Will it be the goal? Esports pulls off the upset. Oh!
Take a bow. Take a bow. They go Nexus to Nexus. Gam.
Heavily favored from solo queue data. I'm expecting it to be a relatively close fight. Obviously, the team fights themselves. Rumble can look good into a Kali. She stealths. You Q, you ult, you do whatever. Suddenly, Zeka's in hot water. You can see what happens.
What you can do for sure for Rumble, again, whether it was support or top lane, is going to help you with burn ultimate too. And Mauring and Odoamne both saving there, so pretty big discrepancy in power now. I don't know about leashing this Herald. They're going to do it though. Both bottom lane staying bottom.
Yeah, sometime for mid though. Azir still coming out of his base. As the W doesn't land much more, they still get the eye on this one. Ulti difference definitely going to matter here. Zeka is here first, but again, after this wave, Larson can show that might be enough time to play it. Queuing from the fog of war, they can go for the play on Odo. He shorts the flash. It's a miss out of the jungle, and there's the spicy hotpot. A smite for health. The eye pops, King gets it, and Malrung's left alone. Despite the missed flash, it's still a 2 for 0.
And this is where you see the skirmishing power of DRX. And they are. These two teams played as Deft tries to either force a cleanse or at the very least something, isn't able to get it. But this time around, that champion doesn't really exist. So outside of Exhaust, I expect Zeka to have a lot of free range in how he moves around these fights and will be very tough for Rogue to deal with.
Quick mechanical thing, by the way. If you throw your stun out, you can press Q fast enough that it will be on the ground and get the max energy from landing your stun. Barrel was slightly late on his EQ combo, but you can get it to shoot a laser out with timer support, so that's actually part of the combo here. Looking now at fighting the bottom side. Kalista gonna throw in, and they're gonna find the dunk on the box side. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Malrung very low. The turrets mean a lot. They trade back depth, and now Barrel is on the run. His turret's still helping, but they still got a lot of damage back at Kalista. Here are the reinforcements. The Kingen shows up, TPing to the turret to walk with his ult.
A little bit of time, you're gonna go down, is Deft.
Equalizer, Deft's getting dove, and Odoamne knocks him down. The assist goes back over, though, as Zeka TP's in for more. A 1-for-1, the wave not even really denied.
Oh, they're just beating Akali even more. Zeka just in time to take that kill.
Malrung?
He's got his smite, he's gonna claim it, no problem. He's tanky enough to deal with his poor Heimerdinger, but Pioshik is around, and that's gonna be an ulti. That's gonna be the kill. Becca Barrel gets a kill with his little turrets.
Yeah, Pioshik able to get the Q and flash this time around to land and hit on Malrung. Bit of a spectator bug there with the lag. Meanwhile, Barrel right back out here, and since he was able to get the tick on the kill, he gets the blue buff. Heimerdinger blue buff here, coming from support with the Sorcerer's Shoes is really start to hurt.
Do you think they chose actually the damage-oriented version instead of going for cooldown boots, like, you know, more stuns, more CC, right? The ult's back up a bit sooner, things like that. But he's going for burst. He's trying to kill him.
And what it means is because the RX get to play this game from ahead, the map control is going to allow them to have these devastating Heimer turret brush set up all over. And since he has gotten the damage, burst here, if you walk in, you get comboed. Grenade on top of your head, all the turrets get their charged up shot.
Yep. Oh, wow, big damage. And the Calm just pulled right back in. Didn't have a flash, didn't have a prayer.
And that's with the clans also being used. And I think we're really also seeing the experience from Barrow and Heimerdinger. And as you pointed out also, walking into or near a brush where there could be a Heimer waiting. And the issue now for Rogue is that even though...
Of course, he's got a Callista in the back pocket, so he's always going to be safe. But that is his only safety right now.
I think Rogue for sure, just give this up. You do not want to fight it now. You've got yourselves in such a big hole. DRX are blowing this early game up. They are not going to let Rogue walk into the first place spot of this group. They're going to try and...
And you have a limited amount of range. You're playing into Rylai's, Heimerdinger, and Ashe. Just one of those will be annoying. Both basically makes it very hard for you to play the game. I would love to see DRX index even more heavily into stacking Amar, because already we see Kingen going for what I
from DRX, the map control that they lock out Rogue with.
Nice throw out of the ultimate. Second would die for it. Barrel just on the wide side of the ult W. Drake's
Again,
gonna be killed.
The iron grip, they keep up their control wards. Barrel says, this is my jungle. He plants the flag over here in Jarvan's jungle and says, no, this is now Heimerdinger territory.
Yep. It is really, really strong for that one. They're going to try now for the bot side play. A flash out for Odo. And he's going to try to live as long as he can, but that's not very long. TP comes in for Larson, but the aggro's already dropped. Pioshik very tanky under that turret.
Surgical removal here.
I don't see a 21.
Another hawk shot.
Yeah.
Here we go, though. The window during the recall of Barrel was utilized effectively by Rogue to get Vision back on their red side. Here's another engage.
The rocket lands, and they're going to kill him right away. And barely has a second to ulti down, but Equalizer does nothing of the sort.
I haven't even talked about this, but Deft also...
Callista will throw him in. They know they can wither afterwards. The E will reveal him under the shroud now as well. Will there be a play? TV's coming in for everyone else. Is it enough? The King on the front line wants to kill Larson. He's forced to flash away. Throw by some time. King is pretty tanky, but he will get shut down. In goes Zeka, but can't kill Malrom just yet. Pioshi will go, and he finds it. Zeka. Oh! Stopwatch was perfect. He immunes Larson's disengage and just kills him for it.
Overall, it's a pretty big win for Rogue, as long as they can get out of here. Zeka does have teleport available. Teleport is cancelled. Trimby goes in.
Flash, Wither, E is there. They're going to try for the rest. The stun, point blank arrow. Kong's cleanse is 7 years too late. Private Jack dies, and it's a double kill for Zeka.
And DRX finally have cleaned the map.
By the way, now Deft has one. He's going to be even safer than last time, and he didn't even die. You got the play already. Hey, guess what? Vio's back up, and this game is all over. Mountain Soul was claimed. The double kill into the bot lane. Baron, if you want it.
Yeah, that's got to be Baron now. DRX supremacy around this red buff jungle. 2 quick kills on the flank.
And it's looking bad, unfortunately, for GAM as well, because the moment that DRX get themselves the win here, which is looking more and more likely, Mountain Soul now picked up Baron in their hands as well, and their siege with Ashe and the Heimerdinger surely going...
No! Trippy saw them! I think he saw them come in.
The fabled support Heimerdinger Death Brush, though. We finally got it. They face check into it, and the full power is unleashed.
Well, ulti's on. A rock belt for safety, not going to matter. Arrow's going to stun him. Stun's going to combo up. Barrel has his 3rd kill of the game.
And DRX, it's slow, it's surgical, it's methodical, but as Rogue, there is nothing you can do. There are no angles. There is no crazy team fight. You are just getting choked out of this game.
Looking for 30 minutes, the victory here. DRX will improve to 3-1. In doing so, will eliminate Vietnam's GAM Esports from playoff contention. It will eliminate them at the bottom of the standings. We'll see if TES can keep up. We'll see if Rogue can still fight for first. There's still many more games to play, but it means DRX can move towards that top of the standings. It means there's more to do here. Still have the fight in the front side. Kingen holding it pretty steadily as the turrets drop. One more dive. A great stopwatch for Zeka. Gets away, and Trimby is going to be too squishy. A solo go for the mid lane. Ashe in for a double now as well. Stuck onto the fountain. Comp barely lives, but Rogue does not. As the LEC for
the field there. Not sure why that's at a League of Legends event.
Just having a good old time, man. I am so excited for this game now after seeing that.
So low. Levi, oh, he's not going to be spotted. The turret has such low vision range.
The turret can't see.
They don't know he's there.
Levi is ready to go. Deft wants to fire back. He flashes in, but Levi's ready to go. It's first
can find that advantage right now.
Okay, Kingen 1 versus 3. He's got to stand his ground. World Ender comes out, flashing away, dashing away, trying to fight back if he can. And enchanted Crystal Arrow from all the way back home. Kingen will live and Gam will fall. A double kill back over to the Aatrox, and DRX does it.
Oh, the attempt. Kites back against the wall, which pulls them into the line of that arrow, making sure that it would land. Really smart stuff there from Kingen. You know, positioning perfectly in the arrow from base there from Deft, making all the difference. And now it is Gam again on the Dragon, but DRX are coming in from all sides.
Okay, Levi's already got the objective. Pioshik has to get back out. Scatter the weak, won't scatter anyone other than a turret, but Zeka's made his way into the fight. There's the Cataclysm. Zeka trying to stay alive here with the pin, but he's 1v3, and Levi's got the kill. One's gonna come back, and we're trading 1-for-1 equal so far. The fight continues. Viego looks for the reset, but a double kill back over to Levi. Now Deft will try to kite this one out. They got turrets, they got bullets, they got everything they need, and Gam is trying to find the solution, and they found it. Barrel's on the run, and Levi's on the hunt. Katie's right behind him to provide the damage. The stun flies out, but the flash is true.
So low there. Now Kingen, nice sidestep on the parry. That was critical, but Levi's gonna look.
Levi's still trying to the sidestep back. Kingen is so clean up here.
Oh my god, the early tier 2 boots, and BA on the bot side is just gone. Was that an Ash arrow, perhaps? It looks like it was just fired off recently, so I'm gonna assume that was an Ash ulti catching him out there. On their way.
That means DRX wants the counter punch, and here we go. Gam's gonna start it off looking for Barrel. They'll get the kill, but now, how can they deal with the rest? Levi's gonna be the focus here at the start as Style gets away with the Cataclysm versus Cataclysm combat. Zeka kills the AD carry, and Deft takes down the jungler. DRX
Grabbing this.
Oh, Pioshik getting caught here a little bit, but now Styles got to get back away. Volley shot out, just keeping Gam back. They are grouped up as 5.
Top.
Yep,
DRX, yeah, they're ready to surrender this one. They're just going to put the teleport of the top laner back into the top half of the map, and it's Gam getting the second trade.
I think it's the right call. Kiaya has no TP, neither does KD. Aatrox, it's just a different beast when you have that available, and he is really their strongest member right now, so I don't think it would be intelligent to fight without it.
I think DRX also have a very clear window of getting a good cross map
Full
here as
tower.
well. You can see this will be the exchange of towers. This isn't a safe play for Kiaya to make, because if you look at the minimap as well, you'll notice Viego already starting off that Rift Herald as they get the push out in mid, though. More fighting in bot lane.
Oh, BA, he's only at 300 HP. They can't throw him underneath the turret to try to continue this just yet. He gets himself away. Levi's coming in. They want the kill in a barrel here. Cataclysm in. Should be able to get back out. Levi throws down a flag. Katie's coming in, trying to pick up Deft. Forces a flash out of him as well. Control over the pit. Gam grouped up as 5. A teleport brings Zeka in.
They're rushing
and
it.
DRX are ready to challenge. Callista, the Ren. Keep it in mind, it matters so much here for the Drakes, but it resets the ping. The arrow is fired, but it missed. The damage still flies out. The Dragon's going over to Gam. But what about the fight? King gets in the back line here with the World Ender looking for a big Q3, but he's not able to find it just yet. Deft goes on a killing spree. The bird is down, but not quite fully. A double kill back over to Deft. They are being crushed by DRX, and Gam have only one man standing. A triple kill to the DRX.
Aaron, Gam hard committed to the Dragon, but the reset cost them critical time, and then Kingen coming over the wall made him pay.
It was just, it looked good initially for Gam, but it ended in disaster once more. Gam now looking to steal away the Baron. Can Levi make the miracle happen?
Levi getting out there. The Ash arrow shot over the wall to try to lock him down, but it hits Katie instead, who just now used the teleport to try to get in range. But it's DRX after that massive dragon fight.
Play that soul. They've now extended their gold lead to about 9,000, but I was gonna say, prior to that pick, I've been so impressed with how Gam are keeping these fights surprisingly close, even though they're at such.
And they do still have a while if they can delay.
Okay, Gam. Kiaya in trouble again. Riposts the Infernal Chains, but that's the entire enemy team. Kiaya can't get out, and DRX kill the enemy top laner. Baron has got to be the call.
A bittersweet situation for Gam to find themselves in. They've made these fights look very competitive, and now they're a man down. DRX are not going to give them a window to come and contest this, and it looks like Gam are going to concede it. but this is Levi that we're talking about. Is he going to face check?
Levi walks up, but he walks right back out. The Baron at about 1/3 HP. Gam cannot get their jungler in there. They take all of these out all at the same time. They are perfectly synced up. Gam's coming out. Levi's going in. Barrel in some trouble. Stuck here with the Cataclysm as Kingen has to get himself away now. Tukiai is going to be taken very low and finally killed. Death goes godlike. And DRX go in for more. That's 4 down. Katie's the only one alive. But the Everfrost seals his fate. And DRX will earn their place in the quarterfinals.
A phenomenal performance from DRX. Back-to-back games with the Ashe and Heimerdinger bot lane, and this bot lane continues to look dominant along with the rest of their team.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, really do want to lock first. I think it's incredibly important to actually dodge some of these killer teams here that are going to be coming out in first seed. You're going to be really scared against teams like Genji and JDG and so on. The end of the world here by any means. And as you said, Betty, I do think Trimby would have had to commit to the Q start. Oh, the hook in early. Trimby's in trouble.
The first pull hits, and Jackie Love's ready to flash follow. Lamorato's going to do it. First blood of the Jackie Love. Cobb goes right back in, and he gets him right back. 1-to-1 in the bottom lane.
At the end of the day, it is coming back to cover. They know that there could be an angle. They're actually spam pinging the brush that Malrang was in. They didn't have vision on him, but they have the read. Yeah. Top knowing that, hey, we don't have flash on Jackie Love. It's a wave that's being stacked towards us. That's,
oh my God, Mark, let's go! He goes for the flash, he goes for the pull, he goes in, and Jackie goes to 2 kills.
2 hooks, 2 kills. Mark is going off, and now Odo in trouble.
Wayward's going after him. I'm loving the emote game from Top Esports here. Oh. Odo with the flash out. We're going to see Malrang back down around here again soon, too, trying to make something happen. You can see he's making his way back down into his own jungle. He's level 4. Tien is level 5. That could be a big difference if they find themselves in a 1v1 here in the jungle, but Malrang's not even going to risk it. He'll walk straight down the lane. Tien starts up the Gromp in the enemy jungle. X flash over the wall. Pull hits again. It's point and click for Mark.
He don't miss. Mark on the Blitzcrank is making it look easy. Tien is here, and they're positioning like they want to dive.
And yes, they will. Malrang has to flash back underneath the turret, and Top will not be able to complete this just yet, but I don't think they're done. Mark finally hits an air ball, and that means Top's calling it off.
It was such a big... For basically taking those skill matchups, they're going to come out ahead.
Absolutely, and I mean, Trimby, at the end of the day, he's been playing mostly enchanters throughout Worlds. You know, he does have the 1 engage game on the Recon, but when he's on those enchanters, the primary engage becomes Malrang, and there's a lot of pressure on him. And your job becomes so tough, though. They are looking for a top.
Well, there's your primary engage, there's your primary target, and
Nicely
there's
done.
a kill. Rotoamp.
You know, I was going to say, it's so hard as a jungler when you have 3 losing lanes to be able to find those angles because you're often pushed in. There are these wards that start appearing in your jungle. But, you know, it's a nice lane gank there.
That turret making sure they do enough so the minions can get him the second plate, and with Top's control over the bottom lane, now they can move over to the Drake.
But this is exactly what we were talking about, right? Push in mid, they used their push in mid to rotate towards the bot side. They got deep vision, which means that Malrang's forced to play very hesitantly. Like, you can see he queued over the wall to get to his wolves because he's so afraid of just face checking into his jungle, which then gives agency for the converted into a tower. It's just clean play. Top Esports playing the map beautifully, and they're enabling Jackie Love. Look, he's going to get all of the plate gold. Of course, Tien securing a small part of it, but the resources being funneled into Jackie Love are just phenomenal right now.
I mean, the solo gold on the tower there, he's now nearly 3,000
millisecond too slow, so he wasn't able to find the sweet spot. Now Malrang's coming up, but Tien's ready to join. Can they keep Wayward alive? Yes, they can! Minion bullets say no! It's 1 for 1. Knight makes his way into the top side as Odwamne tries to get back underneath the turret. Whirling Death will not find a kill in the bottom lane, but Comp and Trimby continue to have to play off the back foot.
Yeah, and they're down all of their summoners there. The Ignite is spent from Trimby, both Flash and Heal spent from Comp as well. Odo is going to escape on that top side, but the kills do come back. Thankfully, at the very least, Malrang, with that challenging smite, I believe, finishing off Wayward there, has the burn onto him. So they get something, but Tien just invading relentlessly. Larson here, though, on the move, looking for a pick.
This could be big. Nicely done with a stolen Lee Sin ulti. Tien gets over the wall, but Malrang's ready to follow. Tien still tries to walk it off, but Vi hits hard.
Esports and JDG, that's why they were the contrast of styles. Top Esports could get ahead in the early game, but sometimes they fall short in the mid-game.
Uh-oh. Odo's ready to go over the wall, but guess who's waiting? He ended up actually bouncing over his head, but it won't matter. Mini-Gnar can't survive that, and Wayward gets the money. Top
Side of the map a lot, but in terms of early ganks, it has been this top lane, and he still finds himself at 2-2-0. He's still ahead in farm, and he is still soaking up this pressure, allowing Top Esports to claim even more on the rest of the map.
And really, I mean, for Malrong, he's just had very limited options. You can't really attack the bot lane because unless you have perfect information and know where Tien is, you're always going to lose the 3v3 when Draven is this far ahead.
Yeah.
So it just makes it so tough, but they're going to try to dive now.
And there it is. They burst him down before Aatrox is able to drain tank anything. But now Knight is ready for the cleanup. Sure, he can flip, making sure there's no sort of an opportunity for an execution or an outplay, and Knight picks up the money.
Still, I would say hunting for Odo now, though. Will they spot him recalling?
Here we go. Mark found him. Mark got him. And Jackie Love only has to put the auto attacks in. Stand aside will slow him down, but not enough to not get it without the flash. So Jackie at least has to spend a summoner spell, but that's
Fair. He's nearly doubling the gold of comp at this point. This Draven is out of control.
That is, for context, that's an Infinity Edge difference.
yeah.
That is the amount of, like, that,
I mean,
that's how
at this
much
point,
money
you
they
can just
have.
build an Infinity Edge without the 60% crit, and it would still be fine.
Yeah, you guys remember a minute ago when I was like, yeah, Caitlyn only has item parts and Draven's popping off. Caitlyn still only has item parts. So
Yeah.
Now, right?
it's a bit of a struggle here for comp and for Trim.
Draven, but if you truly excel on this champion, it can dominate a game, and we're seeing it here,
Tien
3
Knight.
items to 1 between them.
Tien's gonna start it off, but it's more about Knight coming in to deal the damage, or is it? Tien's just whooping him on his own, but they want to put the money on the mid laner. Nope, never mind. Tien said, I did most of the work, I'm getting most of the money. Has the Narbar charged up. They might try to contest top here, but Wamne jumps in, forces
Wayward,
Mark
though,
to
open
fight out
minutes.
there. Wayward's still
Look
on
at
the
Knight,
flank.
look at Knight.
Knight's coming around from the other flank. It's going to be a pincer attack from top. Tien just baiting him in, starting up the Drake as Wayward and Knight make their way forward. Mark guarding Jackie. They're going to be dealing with Odo. Meanwhile, Wayward's going to be killed off too. Top laner for top laner. Tien's still looking for a little more, and Knight just picks him up so easy. Malrang, he's nothing but food for them.
Odo, you know, with the Mega Gnar just running out, you know, flashes.
This gold,
I have nothing left to say other than
this gold chart is stupid. He's
Yeah.
4,000 ahead of his own teammate who's doing
my
the best
God.
other than him.
he's Draven, baby. There's very limited options for Rogue to really lock him down. As I say that, Wayward once again the point of attack.
All right, Wayward, can you get out of this one? Dashes over the wall there, has a blast cone waiting. Malrang still in hot pursuit here, but does not want to go any further. It gets too risky at that point. There it is, soul point secured for the side of top esports now too.
He's just making fun of him now.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's just clowning on him a little bit. Knight's coming up to help him. Now he's got backup. Now it's a fair fight. Wayward staying alive. Malrang
It's
goes
not
back up the
fair.
wall, but he's going to be killed first. It's 1-for-1 at least. Larson picks it up. Knight goes right back underneath the turret. Meanwhile, let's check in across the map as Tien goes on a killing spree, and Jackie's just beating the hell out of the tier 3 turret. It's gone. Inhibitor up next. Knight's ready to stop the backs here in the top lane. He'll only get the one. He flashes after Rwamne, and he's ready to try to continue the chase. Smoke screen goes down aggressively, just keeping the energy up. He doesn't even need
It's
E2.
over.
The game's just gonna end. Top Esports, they're on the Nexus at 24 minutes. The Draven is cutting through everything. Trimby trying to clear him away. Tien here on the front, Malrang jumps in, but that Draven just 4 hits him. And now, how can Larson even try to deal with it? Ace in the hole finds Tien, but it does less damage than a right click from the Draven at this point. They're stuck back in their own fountain. Comp and Trimby can do nothing, and Rogue will fall. Top Esports just padding the stats at this point. Knock them down. Top Esports take the win.
9-1-1 from Jackie Loves Draven, but the star for me is none other.
These are all, while slightly more losing matchups, do fit more, make more sense in the context of the comp. So Deft has to have a lot of confidence in this pick if he is gonna lock this one in when
Checking on this bot lane as well, where it's, you know, a nearly 20 CS advantage. There's a couple more minions for Jackie to actually collect here, but Deft is doing the Bloodthirster rush here, so we'll see. It's going to be this contest on the Scuttle. Tien is cheating around, but like he doesn't really have his team
There's
with
no
him.
ultimate on Wayward right now. It's very difficult for Top Esports to actually get this engaged, but Kingen is ready to start the fight.
Kingan's got his ulti though, and that's the big difference maker. Wayward stuck in the pit. He has the flash, but they won't let him near the wall. It's first blood over the barrel.
Yeah, Wayward just makes it easy for him. Walking in there does get knocked down. They get the Herald, they get the kill, and Deft loses nothing bot because he was able to actually fully shove out that wave first. Now Tien is going to try to keep Kingen away from top, trying to zone him away. Knight is moving down here as well, and King Zoom.
This could be a problem. There's a stolen Maokai ulti coming after the real Maokai. He's down, and Jackie Love gets the kill.
Then haven't really been able to utilize their windows properly. Perhaps now they can find their first kill of the game.
Kingan throws out the ulti, trying to save himself, but Tien's already made his way in. The twisted advance back the other way, just to try to farm anything he can on his way out, but that's another kill going the way of Top Esports.
It's like Maokai's getting behind, but Ornn isn't going to necessarily be the difference maker in these fights.
Yeah.
Whereas getting the MF ahead, getting the Azir ahead can really be that difference, but it could be a smite fight here.
Looks like it's going to be, and it's claimed by Tien and by Top Esports. Nicely done, the Viego, man. And it is still 1,000 gold of a lead for the side of DRX. A big chunk of that being the turret plates that popped up on your screen just a second ago. It was twice as much money, about 480 extra gold for DRX through plates. And there it is, first turret of the game for DRX now too, as Kingen is trying to stop the wave here. He fires his ulti back. No minions are tanking the turret.
Oh!
This is absolutely beautiful from Kingen, who goes in, tries to finish off the Viego. And it will not happen. That was nearly...
Heal as well. I saw a second heal come out and I was like, why did Tien actually live? That Q should have been enough damage, but the secondary heal coming out from both the W and then the heal spell was actually enough to swing the fight. So props to Mark there, keeping his jungler alive. This will mean that DRX do secure themselves the Herald, but it's a weird game to describe because
by these Azir soldiers to be getting ulted by the MF. There's so many tough things to deal with, and now Tien way too far in.
Tien very far forward, very far away from the rest of his team. Gets caught by the ulti over the wall. Pioshik trying to chase him down, and he puts bullets in his back. The jungler of Top
fights is that a lot of ultimates are unavailable for Top Esports, primarily their engaged ones, whereas DRX still have Zekka's ultimate, Def's ultimate, and Beryl. Tien is looking for a steal. He cheekily took away the last dragon. Can he do it again?
All right, Tien's inside that shroud, trying to make his way forward. There comes a Tien steals it, and they're still ready to go for the fight. Pioshik's gonna be the second kill. It's 2 down on DRX for only the one of Top Esports. Ultimates be damned. Top Esports knows how to team fight.
Tien just doesn't miss with these smites. But we'll see how heavily they want to try to commit to this, if they feel like they can still do it in the face of Knight, but I wouldn't think so.
Look at the minimap as well. You can see them moving up through the river. Top Esports want to make their way towards top, and Knight!
Oh my God, what an engage coming out from Knight. Zekka's at 100 HP, and Jackie Love knows an opportunity when he sees it. Top Esports hit him right in the mouth.
And Knight makes the magic happen. His Sylas is regarded as one of the best in the world, and he saw a window that not many others would. A beautiful two-man Azir ultimate will set up the Baron for Top Esports.
Deft still has his ulti. He can look over the wall here if he wants, but it is a bit of a desperation play. And now with Wayward arriving, they're going to have to retreat. There's no chance at a steal here. So Top now will be in control. Power right now, and he is incredibly strong, but DRX unwilling to give it up. They're trying to get Pioshik in there. We'll see if he can get an angle for a smite fight.
Okay, here comes Maokai's ulti, but how are Top gonna respond to it? Ornn ult fired right back. Nami ult used by Mark. Control maintained, Drake secured, soul point acquired for Top Esports, and now with a stolen Maokai ulti, they might be able to find a re-engage. Kingan's already down, the bullet time won't do enough. Wayward will not fall, and Top
They get 4 damage from the Maokai. All of a sudden, you're getting AP one
Here
shot.
we go. This is it. DRX is moving in, but Top already has the Drake down to half HP. Mark fires off the wave. Pioshik will even be able to make it into the pit in time. The Drake is secured. The soul is found, and Top will now try to get their way back out. Stolen bullet time fired off by Knight, as now he should look to get back over the wall. Tien with a defensive ulti, and DRX won't get anything there.
Did DRX go to Baron? Like,
push up the wave here in the mid lane. Still a tier 2 turret standing in all 3 lanes for DRX. And Top Esports regroup in the river.
Yeah, DRX just trying to buy time. They're trying to get Def towards this IE. It would be such a big spike for them. But Pioshik, pretty far forward, is the way we're going to look.
The way we're trying to find Jackie Love goes in. Barrel's going to be taking low bullets. Oh, won't do much. And Jackie Love's unstoppable. A double kill on the Barrel, and Pioshik Top have a 5v3. That Baron's free.
Yeah, they're going to take the Baron, no problem here. Pioshik gets knocked down. Barrel gets knocked down. Top in full control of this game. And they may be out of worlds, but they are showing what they can do on the international stage here, looking to take down DRX.
What an incredible game overall from Top Esports. It has been calm and controlled, but they've won it in their way. Of course, the Nexus still needs to fall, but Top Esports playing with confidence.
There comes the angry cats of the Soul and Silas ulti. They will rip Kingen to pieces, and Top Esports will do the same to the structures of DRX. Tier 2 turret broken here in the top lane. Tier 2 turret broken here in the mid lane, as you still have 30 seconds before Kingen can come back alive. Top Esports now breaking into the entirety of the base. Top lane inhibitor, it's gone.
I mean, Def was pushing bot, just trying to get an IE at that point. He knows that there's not going to be anything they can do to contest. They're hoping they can try to hold the line here at some point. But without Kingen alive, Top can just push forward. Knight is threatening the flank. He's going in!
It's a tall order to survive this. Knight here on the front line. Zeka into the stasis. Knight now buying a little bit of time of his own. And DRX collapse as it's Top Esports absolutely slamming them. 4 kills, 1 man left alive. Triple over to Jackie. Top Esports will win this game and force this tiebreaker here in this group. How creative are they going to get? Are we going to get anything wild in the level 1s, or are they going to play it closer to the best?
Yeah, and who has the confidence to actually go for those aggressive plays? Because sometimes in these big games, you know this could be the difference between advancing this way.
Well, that's the thing. From my perspective, it's a tough one to say who's at blame, because you could argue that, like, oh, Pioshik should be communicating. Jungler's going to go to top crab. I just beat him on bot crab. Raptors, because they believe that he might be there. Larson needs to go back to base. This is a very big window for TRX to try and force something, but Odoamne gets a good trade at top. So now he's going to clear out this wave, and Rogue is going to say, we're probably strong enough to contest this Herald, and I feel like that they know that it's going on. Malrang has information. He's going to come over the wall. Here we go.
Larson's not here, though, and Kingen has TP, so this would be a very risky contest.
Still at 2,000 HP. Eyeball gets proc there. DRX playing this very, very patiently. One more eyeball proc. There it is. Punch it. Pick up the eye. Can get this wave crashed in safely. Kingen jumps in after him there. Finds some decent damage. Kingen flashing back out before Malrang is able to find a good kick angle, but he flashes in and gets it anyway. Kingen just keeps going in when Malrang is lying in wait, and that's going to be another kill over to Rogue. Meanwhile, bottom side, the Herald is dropped with only 2 plates remaining. So first turret goes over to DRX.
Yeah, that's big. Trying to get Def ahead here. So Malrang really has been the difference maker in this one.
And talking about Mythics, when that turret was taken bottom, it was Def getting the money. Kingen's in trouble. They just pop him. They drop him. It's Odoamne grabbing the kill. But now, what else is going to happen? DRX, they strike right back. They get 2.
We'll see if they continue now. Larson going to be pushed back here. DRX was in position to go for this. Nice sidestep from Larson, though. Will get a safety, or will it?
Both got binded. Nicely done, but the follow-up isn't there from anybody else. So slow there. Barrel underneath the turret by himself. Immediately clears the wave. Rogue wants to move up, but I don't know how well that's going to work. Trimby is burning, burned. Larson's ready to follow it back up. Zeka. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. Zeka finds Larson here in the river, but it's pretty easy for LeBlanc to be able to get away. Malrang safeguarding right back over the wall and kicking Zeka back where he came from. Execution combo to maybe get a cheeky kill onto Larson, but it will not work. Meanwhile, back in mid, Pioshik said, hey man, I heard you don't have a flash, and Zeka gets a killing spree.
That was actually beautiful. Zeka.
Some sort of a play there, but it just doesn't happen. And now it's DRX controlling the river with a second Rift Herald spawned.
Absolutely. Still something working well, though, for Rogue, as Odo is quite a bit ahead. Does have the tier 2 boots, has a kill gem on top of what his opponent has. They are matched now in Mythics, but Odo going to be feeling good in that 1v1, and if they can get him some vision, he can threaten this tier 1 tower. I think that Rogue is aware that they are up on this Herald, so we'll see if Odo can get some pressure down on that bottom side and look to really kind of exploit that advantage that him and Malrang were able to build.
Oh boy, Odoamne getting stuck in the Hextech ultimatum. Zeka's showing up with a stolen LeBlanc ultimate. Odo throwing out the Mega Gnar, looking to take one with him, but he goes alone. And boys, it took 17 minutes, but we will finally see the first Drake of the game go down. It's DRX looking to take it.
It's hard not to feel like it's just a mid-diff right now. When you compare the amount that Zeka has been roaming around the map compared to what we've been seeing from last level, we've been seeing from Pyosik as well, as he continues to attack these side lanes, constantly looking for picks. Larson, though, with the double chains. This is killable here.
Kingen flash, hook shot away. Larson cannot quite chase it down. Kingen is getting focused and beat up this game. That's sort of the bit of a silver lining here for Rogue, going up against what DRX
This game so well. Pressure through bot with the Caitlyn Lux. The only kind of hiccup has been top lane. Pyosik in trouble now.
Pyosik may have been caught, but instead, it's the absolute artillery cannon of Deft and Barrel that turns it around and takes Malrang off the map.
Another kill.
They're going to get their first
TP playing.
inhibitor.
Rogue's going to try to find it here. Odo almost has Mega Gnar. They're going.
They're ready to look for it, but Malrang's the one who's been found. DRX shut that down.
It's just clean from DRX. They don't even go for the 5v5. They're constantly looking for picks, and Rogue is giving it to them. DRX are so good at finding these windows of opportunity, and they found another one.
There's the Mega Gnar ulti coming out from Zeka as Larson stuck in the Hextech ultimatum, and Pyosik kills him next. Odoamne tries to get back with the flashback over the wall, but DRX get 4 more bodies.
DRX are running away with it. They are crushing through Rogue here. The kills are theirs. The Baron will be theirs as well. 23 minutes in, DRX are crushing this game.
It's nothing but a stomp from the side of DRX. From start to finish, they have not given Rogue a single window, and it feels like that they have found the formula.
Get a bit of gold, but it is more than 8,000 in the lead. Now pick.
Larson, nice. They pop the AD carry. They slow the War Machine, but now Larson's got to be careful. It's Zeka waiting to go after him. Trying to get the E2, not going to find it. Kingen goes in, and a nice kick to take him down. But now Trimby's got to try to get away. Second E2 from Zeka, not going to find the target. Kingen still doing some DPS here to the front line. Zeka goes in, and that time he gets his man. Pyosik still in hot pursuit, and Kingen has the vengeance to exact. Rogue are ace. The game is over. The tie is broken, and DRX win the group.
Zeka goes off 9-0-3 on the Silas, and DRX makes short work of Rogue.